You are not stuck, you're just waiting too long to act. There's something I want you to think about, and I want you to be completely honest with yourself. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? Maybe it was about studying, maybe it was your health, maybe it was your career, maybe it was a dream you've been carrying around for years, but never really gave a chance. You keep thinking about it, you keep planning it, you keep imagining what your life could look like if you finally took it seriously. But then, you wait. You wait for motivation, you wait for confidence, you wait for the right opportunity. You wait for life to become easier, and slowly, without even realizing it, waiting becomes a habit. Here's the truth. You may not actually be stuck. You may simply be waiting for a version of yourself that doesn't exist yet. You're waiting to feel confident before you begin, but confidence usually comes after you begin. You're waiting to feel motivated, but motivation often comes after you take action. You're waiting to feel ready, but sometimes you become ready by doing the thing you're afraid to do. Think about that. You don't need to feel fearless. You need to move while you're still afraid. You don't need to know exactly how everything will work out. You just need to know what the next step is, and then take it. Because here's what happens when you keep waiting. At first, it feels harmless. You tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, and you say, got too much going on today. Then tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. And eventually, you've spent so much time thinking about changing your life that thinking starts to feel like progress. But it isn't. Planning is not progress until something actually happens. Watching another motivational video isn't progress unless it makes you get up and do something. Reading another list isn't progress unless you actually follow it. Knowing what to do isn't the same as doing it. And I know that sounds simple, but sometimes the simplest truth is the one we avoid the longest. Maybe you've been waiting for the perfect morning. You imagined waking up early, feeling energetic, feeling focused, feeling completely in control. You imagine yourself sitting down and working for hours without distraction. But real life doesn't usually look like that. Sometimes you wake up tired. Sometimes you're stressed. Sometimes your mind is somewhere else. Sometimes you simply don't feel like doing anything. And that's okay. You don't have to feel perfect. To make progress. Read that again in your mind. You don't have to feel perfect to make progress. You can have a bad morning and still have a productive afternoon. You can lose focus and find it again. You can fail today and make a better decision tomorrow. You are allowed to be imperfect. What you cannot keep doing is using imperfection as an excuse to stop completely. And here's something else. Stop trying to change your entire life in one day. That's one of the biggest mistakes people make. They get inspired, and suddenly, they create a massive plan. Wake up at 5, exercise every day, read 50 pages, study for 4 hours, work on a business, quit social media, eat perfectly, sleep perfectly. Do everything at once, and for a few days, they feel unstoppable. Then life happens. They miss one workout. They wake up late, they waste an evening, and suddenly they think, I failed. No, you didn't fail. Your plan was simply bigger than your current habits could support. So make it smaller, much smaller. If you can't study for 3 hours, study for 30 minutes. If you can't run 5 kilometers, walk for 20 minutes. If you can't work on your dream for the entire day, give it 1 focused hour. If 1 hour feels impossible, give it 15 minutes. 15 minutes of real action is still action, and action changes something that thinking never can. It creates evidence. Every time you keep a small promise to yourself, you create evidence. You begin to think, maybe I can actually trust myself. You wake up when you said you would. Evidence. You finish the task you wanted to avoid. Evidence. You exercise when you didn't feel like it. Evidence. You study instead of scrolling. Evidence. You return after a bad day, more evidence. And slowly something changes. Not around you, inside you. You stop seeing yourself as someone who is constantly trying to change. You start seeing yourself as someone who actually follows through. And that shift is powerful. Because real confidence isn't always loud. Sometimes confidence is quiet. It's simply the feeling of knowing, I said I would do it. And I did. Now, let's talk about discipline, because discipline has been misunderstood. People think discipline means waking up every morning excited to work. It doesn't. Discipline means you don't allow your feelings to make every decision. There will be mornings when you don't want to get up. Get up anyway. There will be days when studying feels boring. Study anyway. There will be workouts when your body feels tired. Do what you safely can anyway. There will be moments when your progress feels invisible. Keep going. Not because you are a machine, because you have decided that your future deserves more than your temporary mood. That's discipline. And no. It won't always feel good. Sometimes it will feel boring. Sometimes it will feel uncomfortable. Sometimes nobody will notice. But that's okay. You aren't doing it for applause. You're doing it because you know where you want to go. And maybe right now you feel behind. Maybe you look around and see people who seem to be doing better than you. Someone has the career you wanted. Someone has the body you wanted. Someone is already building the business you keep thinking about. Someone seems more confident, more successful, more prepared, and you start asking yourself, why am I so far behind? But listen carefully, their timeline is not your timeline. You don't know what happened before you saw their success. You don't know how many failures came before it, and you certainly don't know what happens next. So stop measuring your beginning against someone else's middle. Look at your own direction. Are you moving? Are you learning? Are you becoming more disciplined? Are you making better decisions than you were making 6 months ago? If the answer is yes, keep going. Even if the progress feels small, a mountain isn't climbed in one giant step. It's climbed one step at a time, and sometimes the next step is tiny. That's okay. You don't need to see the entire staircase. You just need to see the next step. So ask yourself, what is the next step? Not the entire plan. Not the next 5 years. Not your perfect future. Just what comes next. Open the book. Write the first paragraph. Send the email. Make the call. Go for the walk. Turn off the phone. Start the project. Whatever it is. Start there. And please, don't wait for Monday. Monday is not magical. Neither is January. Neither is your birthday. Neither is the beginning of a new month. A new date cannot change your habits. A decision can. You can start on an ordinary Tuesday. You can start at 9:47 at night. You can start after a bad week. You can start after a failure. You can start while you're still figuring things out. You can start scared. You can start tired. You can start small. But start. Because one day, you are going to look back at this version of yourself, and you're going to remember the moment when you finally stopped waiting. Not because everything became easy. It didn't. Not because you suddenly became fearless. You didn't. Not because you discovered some secret formula. You simply decided that another day of waiting was more painful than taking the first step. And that decision changed the direction of your life. Maybe not instantly, maybe not dramatically, but slowly. One morning, one decision, one habit, one uncomfortable action. A time. So if you've been waiting, this is your reminder. You don't need another perfect plan. You don't need another motivational speech. You don't need permission. You don't need to become a completely different person tonight. Just do one thing that the future version of you will be grateful you did. One thing today, then tomorrow. Do it again. And when you fail, return. When you lose motivation, return. When you have a bad day, return. When you fall back into an old habit, return. Because success isn't about never falling off the path. It's about learning how to come back again and again and again. So, before you leave this video, put your phone down for a moment, take a breath, and ask yourself one question. What have I been waiting to start? Don't overthink the answer. You probably already know. Now, ask yourself something even more important. What can I do about it today? Not someday. Not when you're ready. When life becomes easier. Today, even if it's small, even if it's imperfect, even if nobody sees it. Do it. Because your future isn't created by one huge decision. It's created by the small decisions you repeat when nobody is watching. And maybe the life you've been waiting for doesn't begin with a perfect moment. Maybe it begins with you finally deciding this moment is good enough. So stop waiting. Take the first step, and then take another. Your life doesn't have to change overnight. It just has to start moving.